Let's talk about period panties. All right. Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I hope you're taking advantage of the Valentine's Day season to please yourself and, make your life better for yourself first. And, eventually, if you have a partner, I think this will help you being even better for them. So, yeah, for me, honestly, this week is really about me, to be honest. I really think I needed this time to kind of reconnect with myself. So, I did create some Valentine's Day content that's a little romantic because that's still nice. But really, this week is about me, and I hope your Valentine's Day week, is about you as well. And then, of course, if you have someone to spend time with and to share the love with, please do. Make sure everybody you love knows you love them. And it's always nice to make the day special. Today I want to talk about something that helped me make my life a little bit better. It's not as glamorous as the thing I usually talk about, but it's actually essential. So yeah, let's talk about period panties. Alright, so as you might know, I am menstruating. I'm a menstruating human, and I have my own way to deal with it. I know it's very personal. To be honest with you, like when I was younger, when I started having my periods, that was not great news for me. So I was not really happy with that, but eventually it had to happen. So then I felt lucky because I didn't experience any pain or any secondary effects like mood swing and stuff like this. Since I live in Canada, things have changed for me, and it's been 6 years that I live here. And I feel that now having my period is just not nice at all. Now I have the pain, I have the mood swing, I'm extremely sensitive. Like during this time of the month, like if I do sports on the very first day, it kills me. Like when I say it'll kill me, it means I'm gonna do the sport, I'm gonna run for 1 hour, and then after this 1 hour, I won't be able to do anything else. Like I just have to lay down and wait. So that's pretty annoying. So on a more positive note, I kind of learned how to deal with it because it did not happen like in one day. It was kind of a progressive change, and it got worse and worse. And now I feel that I deal with it better. Like now, because I'm aware of what's happening, I make sure I make my life easier. I eat something I like, I comfort myself, I wear something I like, and that won't get ruined if anything happens. And yeah, I just give myself a few days of spa days. I still have to work and all that, but I try to be kind with myself. However, during the past few years, I've been thinking about treating my body in a more natural way. And I remember, like a long time ago actually, I think I was still living in France, but I heard that girl that was saying that she did not use tampons and she did not use pads, and she would just practice free bleeding. And she said that eventually, after a little bit of practice, she did not need to worry, and that she could just basically her body would just keep the period in until she would go to the bathroom and release it in the toilet. I heard that and I was like, this sounds a bit crazy. I don't know if I have time to practice this so that I can control my vagina enough to do that. But at least, it was information. It was an information. I thought, okay, so, like maybe there are other ways, to deal with period rather than putting stuff into our body or having to, I don't know, like be uncomfortable all day. Well, at the time, I was not into what she was saying. I was just like, yeah, that's a bit crazy. So I'm keeping this in mind, but like, not for me, not now. And then, I forgot about that person. And I remember a few years ago, one of my friends told me about period panties. And she reviewed a pair on my blog. At the time, yeah, I think I kind of interviewed her about it. It was interesting and I was curious, but I was just like, okay, maybe one day. I was just still not convinced. The thing is, I was thinking not only could it leak, but also I was sure that it was probably gonna be wet. Like just having this wet feeling, like no, like for me it was just a no. So yeah, it took some time for me to trust it. And actually I was lucky enough because this, like a few months ago, a Thinx representative reached out to me and she offered to send me a sample so I could try it and give her a feedback and see if it's something that could work for me. Alright, so that's the sample I got. So, or basically that's not the one because this one is new, but that was something that was the same. And so it's a high-waisted panty. It's like the highest absorbency that they have. As you can see, like, I guess when you see it like that, it doesn't look very glamorous or anything, but I found it to be a great panty. Like, I think it's flattering when I wear it. I wear a size small and I like the way it hugs my body. It's very secure. It makes me feel like, it's a regular panty because it's very comfortable and also it's flattering. But also, it has this thing on the inside. So, the inside, like, has a different texture. It's like this very thick layers of fabric that are here as a pad. And well, I like that it covers such a wide area because, well, it just really prevents leak or leakage. I don't know. Anyway, it's very reliable. So yeah, it's super comfortable. Like, I know that some people say it's a bit bulky and like it shows under jeans, like maybe you have a visible panty line or something. But to be honest, for me, I thought it was fine. Like, it's not the worst. I don't really expect my period panties to be as slim as these invisible panties made of microfibers. So yeah, I'm fine with it. I think it's great. So as I said, like, this is like the most absorbent product that they have, I think. I had an accident with it actually twice. Once it was like very weird. I think it was a week that my period were just more abundant than usual. And like I was actually at a photo shoot and like I did not expect this to happen because it's a photo shoot, so it was not supposed to last too long. Yet I think maybe I was there for longer than I expected. Maybe I was there for like 4 or 5 hours, and by the time we were done, I had blood on my on my dress. So luckily, like, I had other things to put on and it was fine. But it leaked. Now I'd say that I wouldn't, I wouldn't be like, oh, so it's not a good product or anything, because I think this can happen, especially because, like, sometimes the body does weird stuff. Like, I remember one day when I was younger, I had put my pads and tampons, like, for like just maybe in the morning, and 2 hours later I was covered in blood. I don't know what happened. It's like everything decided to go out at the same time. So this is something that happened to me a few times in my life. So I know that it's not necessarily the product fault. It's just that sometimes my body just decides to do these things. It's very unexpected, and because it's not all the time, I cannot know it's gonna happen. So yeah, I wasn't mad at it. Like, I was just like, okay, this is just a weird week. It's fine. And the second time it happened, it was a day that I think was also longer than expected. I woke up early, and by the time I went home, it was really late, and I forgot about this because I was comfortable and because it was not wet. And when I went home, I realized it had transferred on the outside. So I had black jeans that day, and so nobody noticed. But yeah, so this happened. But I'd say, like, I've been wearing this product since November, I think. And this leaks, in this amount of time, it seems like a lot. But to be honest, I think it's still more reliable than period products, like regular ones, because when I use pads, for example, like, for sure, one day of the week I'm gonna have an accident. Like, this has been happening for years. And I know it doesn't sound very, like, my mom was always like, yeah, you need to be more careful, whatever. But it just happened. And it's not necessarily a horrible accident, but it just happens. Sometimes the pad is misplaced, and so, the blood doesn't go in the right place and stuff like that. So with this, I find that it's safer, because at least it stays in place. Like, you don't have to always, like, rearrange it. Like, I think it's just very reliable. And when an accident happens, it's not the end of the world, because it's just a little bit of transfer. But now, for sure, like, I would suggest that you pay attention during the day, like you would do with regular products. Like, whenever you go to pee or whatever, just check it. But I do feel way more comfortable wearing that than any other thing I've tried. So I'd say that, yeah, like, I definitely recommend them. So actually, I've tried a few things from them, but today I will only show you two. So this other product I really like. I like it because it's like more of a regular panty. It's nice because, like, it's not high-waisted, so I can wear it under many bottoms. And I like this part of the design because it sits flat on my hips, so I don't really have to worry about it being flattering for my body shape or anything, because it's just smoothing everything, having this very flat lace. It's also very comfy. It has lots of coverage as well. Like, I know not everyone likes having a lot of coverage, but during my period, personally, I like it. Also, because of all this coverage, I feel as if it makes the visible panty line less durable, because it's like covering everything. I don't know. I think it's fine. And this one, actually, I found that it was particularly, from the inside part, the pad area is larger than on this other one. So if you can see, it's like taking almost all the space of the panty. So I don't know if I'm wrong, and maybe the other one is the same, but I don't notice because the panty itself is larger. But this one is like basically a pad. Like, it's a huge pad, and the part that is not a pad on the inside is like cotton. Yeah, I think it's actually great. It's very comfy as well, very reliable. Honestly, I like it. I you know I like that I can wear this like very easily with any black bra. It's just a simple design. It goes with everything. It's comfortable. It's practical. So I think it's a good solution. And I just I just really like, when I wear these things, I think I like the fact that although I'm bleeding, and I used to really dislike the feeling of the blood coming out, but somehow with this, it just doesn't bother me anymore. It's just like, because maybe I'm not worried. In the past, this feeling of blood coming out of my body, it just made me worry. Like, I was just like, oh my god, I hope the pad can handle it. And with this, I'm just like, I know I'm gonna be fine, and it's good. Like, I'm just having my period. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I would really recommend them. I have tried all the stuff, like for example these washable pads, but to be honest with you, the ones I've tried I did not like that much. I saw this in the pharmacy, and I was just like, yeah, let me try this. It must be similar to these period panty things, but actually it was not. I'd say the pad could be reliable, but the thing is, it's so bulky, and because it doesn't stick to your panty, actually it doesn't stay that well, and it moves, and like it's not flat enough, so like eventually it just ends up going on one side of your bum cheeks. I don't know, like it's I'm sorry for this weird explanation, but I found it to be so uncomfortable. Like, it's super uncomfortable for me. If anyone has tried something that was better, I'd like to hear it, but it's something I would only use if I didn't have a choice. I still like that it's more ecological, and I can wash them and reuse them, and if I'm traveling, I can just have this in my bag or whatever. But like, honestly, not comfortable, not reliable. The thing is, I think it could be reliable if at least it would stay into place. Maybe I'm too active, I don't know, maybe my body shape is weird, I have no idea, but I just didn't like the feeling of the pad not staying in the right place. No. So yeah, for me, I'd say period panties are really good, like safe, comfortable, nice, and actually some brands right now, they're making them very fashionable, with like leopard prints and stuff like this. So you have many options. I'm gonna try to experience other brands and give you my feedback. So far, Thinx is good for me. Like, I have several panties from them, and I love all of them. So I'm gonna try to also take pictures from my Instagram page so you can see how they actually fit, and maybe give you more details. But yeah, I'm good with them. I think if I try something else, I'd try Canadian brands maybe, and if you have a US brand you want to recommend, but for me it's easier if the brand is Canadian, and it would definitely help my Canadian followers and readers. So yeah. Also I have a link to Thinx, as a Thinx affiliate. So if you buy from this link, you'll get 10% off your first order. So if you consider buying something, please do it for my link. It's gonna be good for you and for me. Other than that, I hope this was informative, and I see you in the next video. Bye.